Okay, I need y'all's opinion on something real quick. So basically, I work in a beauty department. It's not Sephora, okay? So this lady comes in, she's like late 30s, she has 2 kids with her, and she's like, oh, I barely ever do makeup. I don't even know how to do makeup for real, so I want to start like my own little makeup routine, whatever, just basic kind of stuff, right? So I sit her down at the table, I do one of those basic foundation matches just to find her color, and I was like, okay, so here's this foundation, you can try this foundation. And I was asking her, I was like, oh, do you need anything else? Because me personally, I do not care about sales. I'm not a salesperson. I'm not going to sell you the most expensive thing just because we're trying to meet our goal, you know? So I always ask people, I'm like, what is your budget? You know, are you looking to buy anything else? Do you need primer, brushes, whatever? And then she was like, oh, maybe some eyeshadow, I guess. So I got her a basic eyeshadow palette, you know, with some shimmers in it. And then I got her some brushes and a sponge that she asked for. And then we're supposed to sell like the Smashbox primer. So I just recommended it to her. I was like, you don't have to buy it, but you know, some people say they like this primer, it makes your makeup look smoother, whatever. So she was like, oh, okay, I'll try that too. And I was like, great, you know, because I just met like the goal because we're supposed to sell the primer or whatever. So pretty much I kept asking her, I'm like, do you want like something that's kind of high end, because I know you said you're new at makeup, so I was just wondering, like, do you want something high end or like medium price? Like, what is your price range? Because clearly this lady got two kids to feed. So I'm thinking, like, me personally, I'm not about to be spending all this money on makeup if I don't even know how to do makeup for real. So she just kept saying, like, her budget is kind of, like, in the middle, like, she wants to try new things. And then I always tell people, I'm like, if you don't like it, you can just return it within 60 days, whatever, come back, and I will recommend you something else, blah, 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 right? So she came to the register, and her total came to, like, $100. And I don't know, I feel like that's kind of an expensive type of budget for the people that we have shopping there, because people in our area are fucking cheap as hell, okay? They're not about to spend like $300 on new makeup they've never heard of before. So her total came up to $100, and then, you know, she paid, and then she was like, oh, thanks for the help, I appreciate you being patient. Because keep in mind, like, while I was doing all this with her, her kids were running around the damn store. So she was like, yeah, thanks for being patient, thanks for explaining things to me, whatever. And then tell me why she hands me some money. She does it in like a discreet way. She's like, she hands me the money, right? And I'm like, oh, thanks, like, so much, because I'm thinking, like, this is a tip. She's handing me a tip. And then keep in mind, I see the one on top because it's folded like this. I'm like, oh, you know, there's probably like a couple ones or something. I open that shit up, it's like $11, and I'm like, did she just hand me the cash that was just like in her purse or something? Or was she planning to tip me from the start? I have no clue. Or I'm thinking, like, was she offended that I kept asking her, like, what's your price range, what's your price range? So she kind of just tipped me and was like, girl, I got money, okay, I can tip you, you know, stop asking me what price range I'm in. So I didn't know, like, how I should take it, or maybe that's just me overthinking or whatever. But pretty much I'm like, oh, like, I've never gotten a tip before, and I didn't even like do her whole makeup, I didn't even do any of that, like, I barely did anything, and she just tipped me $11. And I was like, oh, okay, thanks, you know? So I don't, tips are weird, because I'm like, I'm in customer service, I'm not a damn waitress, but it's like, it was appreciated though. So